We're here with Pitura Seeds, September 7th at the NorthStar genetics soybean plot. This is our fourth video on early maturing soybean varieties, and as of today we would have 2,153 heat units. This plot was seeded on May 23rd. So in the past few videos we have been showing you and highlighting Mooseman, which is right ahead of us, and to the left the check is Niverville, which is a 2450 heat unit bean variety. You can tell the Moosemans are rated at around 2300 right now, and they're completely done flowering. So we're going to zoom in here just a little bit so we can take a look at some of the pods that we've got going on here. And you can see it's a little bit of a shorter plant, but a lot of beans on these plants. So I'm really excited to see what kind of yield we're going to get off of this. I have a lot of promise for this, or hope for this variety. So that is Mooseman. We're going to carry down the plot here a little bit, and we're going to take a look at Reston next. Reston is a 2325 heat unit variety, and we have it sitting here right beside the DK 2310s. They're both rated the same for heat units, but you can see that the 2310s are a fair bit greener in this plot anyway. So I would say, looking at the two of these, you can see here the DK 2310s and here the Restons, there's probably 2 or 3 days difference between the two of them. And yield potential I think looks fairly similar, a lot of pods on both, maybe even a few more on the Reston. So that's one comparison we're looking at. Next in the plot we have our Anolas. The Anolas are 2350 heat units, followed by our Vitos. Vitos are 2350 as well. Our Libos, 2375. You see they're coming along. Looks like nice tall plants. Lots of pods happening on them. Gladstone, Tilston. This is a 2400 heat unit plant. Then we have Eli, which Eli is not going to be continued on this next year. It's actually going to be replaced by Niverville. And Niverville is right here. This is a 2450 heat unit plant. You can still see there's a fair bit of green in there. There's definitely, it's a tall plant. Looks like it's like a fairly high yielder. So happy to see what that's going to come along with that variety. And what I want to really look at today though is our Richers. So Richers are rated at 2475, and you can see they still have some green in them, or green and yellow. But right over here we have our DK 2510s, and you can see they are a fair bit greener than our Richers. So take a look, there's the 2510s. Scroll over here, here's our Richers. I'd say there's at least 2 or 3 days difference, and very similar yields. So you know, when you get into those years where things get a little bit tight at the end, you're definitely going to want to be aiming for a variety that's going to get it into your bin with a good yield, and that's where Richer comes in. So with that, this is Pitura Seeds for September 7th with early maturing varieties, soybeans.